Well, in the England versus Norway match, I predicted on Monday, many days earlier, Monday the 6th of July 2026, that England would beat Norway with a score of 2-1. I did feel at the time there was a 56% chance of them doing it in 90 minutes. As we now know, at 90 minutes it was a draw. I don't know what the interference was energy-wise. I'm sure that Uri, like myself, and many other people were sending positive energy. But the key is we did indeed win 2-1. My Facebook prediction was that England would have possession 57% of the time on average. And the stats at the end of the game where our possession for England was 53%. So that's pretty close. I felt very strongly about that 57% being extremely significant. And indeed it was, because a snapshot of the stats seconds after Bellingham scored the goal that took us to 2-1 showed at that very moment the possession was at 57%. And how much more significant can you get than England were at 57% possession at the moment they got the winning goal that I'd also predicted. My feeling on Monday when I made the prediction was that England would get between 14 to 16 shots, Norway would get between 9 and 11, and by the end of the match the situation was that Norway had 13 shots and bang on the nail, England had 14. For shots on target, I predicted England would get between 5 to 7 of them, Norway between 3 to 5, and the actual outcome was 5 on target for Norway and 8 on target. So I was wrong by 1, but it was in our favour for England. I must have got confused with the energies on the corners, because I had England down as for between 6 to 8 and Norway for 3 to 5. Total corners of between 9 to 12 in total. But it was actually more the other way around. It was Norway that got 7 corners and England that got 4. But in total, that's 11. So it was right at the top end of my prediction and still in there. Surprisingly, the positive energy sent by myself, Uri Geller, and all you wonderful football fans must have calmed the game down a lot, because I really felt there were going to be about 2 yellow cards for England and 2 to 3 for Norway, a total of 4 to 5. But the truth is, the end of game stats showed just 1 yellow card, and that was for Norway. My feelings on Monday when I made that advanced prediction was that it'd be around the 74-minute mark that Bellingham would score the winning goal. He did win the winning goal and making it 2-1 for England, but obviously it was into extra time. I clearly stated that the player of the match would be Jude Bellingham, and I don't think anybody would dispute that. On my prediction that was made on Monday, so, you know, best part of a week before the match. But I also sense that this match will give cause to even more discussion and outrage about Trump's influence on FIFA, with more mentions of how it was and is unfair that the red card rule was overruled for a USA player. And I also feel that the 11th of July, in particular, I've said on videos that from sort of just a few hours before, during the day on the 11th of July until kind of about now, as I make this video really, on the 12th of July, so it covers a 24-hour period, that it's set to go down in history, not just football history, and not all for positive football winning reasons either. Politics and geopolitical issues will also be a major part of the day. And indeed, That has been, and I bought flashes of images indicating internet server and or connection issues for many people around the world have also jumped into my mind just before I enter on this post. And sure enough, one of the first to report it was portsmouth.co.uk, who went with, "It's tube down, internet crashes for thousands of people and England fans miss goals in Norway World Cup quarter-final. I sensed it happening. I'll hopefully, with Uri's help, try to ensure that this doesn't happen for any future matches with England." The Daily Mirror yesterday ran England match streaming alert with specific warning for 10 UK streets, which was an article that went on to mention that people with normally sluggish internet should beware because there were likely to be warnings of broadband issues, basically. I also predicted a week ago that when England won the match against Norway, the headlines, and I thought that they were going to win comfortably. Well, I said if England won comfortably, what those headlines would be. But my main prediction was, of course, clearly stated that it would be 2-1, which is exactly what happened. In any event, I was just giving examples of what I felt would be the type of headlines the media would use, and those are listed at the Facebook post that was made on Monday, the 6th of July, and indeed these bear quite similar relation to what some of the tabloid newspapers have used in their punny headlines. So yeah, another hit. Geopolitically and world news wise, I think the sense that there would be confusion, trauma, shock, and all those kind of things, well, again, check out the world news yourself. I think that's probably where the energies got mixed up in the match. So ultimately, Norway versus England, we won 2-1, exactly as I predicted. Thank you to you, every one of you wonderful football fans who went to bed rather each night before the match, dreaming, thinking, focusing, believing and feeling England beating Norway. Do that again in the lead up to the next match against the next team, obviously, and we can get another step closer to bringing it home. There'll be another video on this page which explains how to help England beat the next team, get to the final. I'm wearing my Uri Geller Positive Energy watch. I used that when I'm screaming at the telly last night. I was going, miss, miss, whenever Norway kicked a ball towards the England goal. And when they got close, when England were kicking the ball towards Norway's net, I was going, goal, goal, goal. You too can do the same.